Welcome. If this is your first mastermind, I'm going to share the quick little slideshow like I normally do, and these will last between 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how fast we get through the slides and who has things to say. So welcome, happy Monday. Move right along. So Brendon Burchard, I love his stuff, guys. I follow him on Instagram. I have some of his books. I go and read some of his quotes a lot. But ask yourself this, especially as we're rounding out 2019 and this decade. Ask yourself, who will who you are now, today, lead you to who you want to be? So I'm talking about, think about, obviously, now's the time to start thinking about your 2020. Start thinking about beyond that. Somebody needs to mute themselves. We're hearing some sneezing or something, please. But who are you versus where you want to be? Because you are in charge of your own future. So are you doing the things today to set yourself up for a successful business next year and beyond that? Your job is to define your clarity, not hope to find it. We don't go out there running around every day thinking that the light bulb's going to pop on one day going, oh, that's exactly what I need to be doing. We have to be intentional about everything we do. It's Monday morning. Who on this call has their day time blocked? You know what you're going to be doing after the call, say at 10 o'clock, from 10 to 12, from 1 to 4. After that, who has their day blocked out with their work activities? Anybody? So how are you holding yourself accountable for your work? I see somebody's commenting. Let me see if it's something I'm allowed to share. Let's see. And since they shared it, well, it's to everybody, but I'll just share what's in the chat. Somebody is not, they haven't time blocked, and I'm okay, whatever works for you, but they do have a list of things that they want to do. So how are you going to conduct your Monday? Those of you that saw me post on here, this is a rental cottage. I'm here with my family. They're at Kroger. So heads up, everybody, if you hear this in a little bit, they ran to the grocery store, so heads up. However, I did not want to let you guys down just because I'm on vacation with family, because I promised this to you guys to deliver this at 9:30 every Monday, unless, God forbid, I'm like really sick. So are you showing up for people in your life, both professionally and personally, like that? Are you dependable? Are you reliable? Are you punctual? It has been my experience in 20 years in real estate. The realtors are not punctual. They do not have a good sense of time management, and they're procrastinators. So if any of those are personal challenges of yours, I just want to encourage you to work on that. Be better than everybody else out there, because people are watching what we do and how we conduct ourselves. And whether they ever comment on our posts on Facebook or whether they ever greet us in the grocery store, we're in a very public profession, and our little mugshots are all over the internet. So they're watching us. So how are you showing up in your personal life and your professional life? And then back to the screen. So how are you communicating who you are and your values as a realtor to the world? Are you just hoping that they're going to call you because you put a post on Facebook? Hey, I just sold my last listing. I can help you now. Who needs help? Or are you being very definitive and describing to folks what sets you apart from, say, like in Jacksonville, the other 9,000 other agents out there? So you've got to define who you are and be able to communicate it to people out there. Otherwise, you're going to get lost in the masses. Moving on. So I thought about this. I do own a coaching company, which is, I do these for you all just as a help everybody every week. So this is something I came up with because through the coaching company that provides a lot of the materials that I use. This is all original, by the way. We do sometimes monthly contests. So I thought for anybody who's interested on these monthly calls, I could send you over a worksheet. It could be a 4-week challenge, because even though today's November 4th, it's the first full work week of November. So we truly have 4 full work weeks. Of course, you know, I hope you take off for Thanksgiving if you do celebrate that. So technically we have about 19 work days left in the month versus 20. So what I thought about was awarding points. We've done this before. For instance, for open houses, handwritten notes. Who currently handwrites notes to past customers or prospects or your sphere of influence on a regular basis? Anybody on here?
No.
So my suggestion is that you do that because nobody else is doing it. It is so cool. I see another comment. It is so cool to handwrite a note to a past customer or somebody that I'm working with. And maybe it's just about, hey, I saw that your son had his 3rd birthday on Saturday on Facebook. Happy belated birthday. Don't forget, I'm your contact if you need anybody, any home maintenance vendors and something like that. And people respond back to those guys. So somebody says they do handwritten notes. Kudos, awesome. So other things, asking and receiving referrals. Remember, the whole point of prospecting isn't to go, oh my God, can I sell your house? Are you ready to sell your house? It's to stay top of mind, ask people how they're doing. You want to have a true personal conversation with them and ask for referrals. We all need to get better, myself included, at asking for reviews. Maybe we hate to do that because we're afraid of what they're going to say. So can anybody, while we're on that, can anybody think of any other places to ask for a review during the process, not just like after the closing? Anyone? So how about after they first get pre-qualified? How about after the home inspection comes back and it's pretty clean and they're excited? Or how about after there's a handful of home inspection items that need to be addressed and the seller agrees to do them? How about after they see the CTC, that's our favorite acronym as real estate agents, the clear to close? So how about throughout the process and the happy moments? Because things can happen at the closing table and then all they think about is that very end piece that somehow went awry, like mine did on Friday. So I'm going to encourage everybody, I had to get out of my comfort zone and do this as well this year, post videos on social media. If you will post a 3-minute video and you don't want it much longer because you'll lose people's attention, on your business page, you can download it, you can start a watch party, you can reshare it to your personal page. I recently interviewed another realtor friend who recently bought a gym, which is her primary business right now. She's getting it launched. And we did, I think it was a 6 or 8 minute video. It was a little long, but a lot of people know her as well. And as of, I think, last Thursday, we've had 1,200 people view that video. I did it through my business page. I said, hey, it's Small Business Monday. I'm here with my friend and colleague who just bought a business in Jacksonville Beach and took it away. And I asked like 1 or 2 questions, kind of intervened in there, but I basically let her have the camera. However, since it's through my page, that brings people back to my page as well. Who else has done something like that, interviewed somebody out in the public, like a local business owner or a new restaurant opening up or something? Anyone? Then there's today's challenge. Oh, somebody, I see on the comments. So look at these activities and see, maybe you want to start taking notes today if you engage in these, because if you're interested, you can email me and I'll give you the worksheet. Somebody asked, can we give them something for their new home in exchange for a review? So remember, in Florida, we're not allowed to entice or induce people. So we're not allowed to reward them for business. So my answer to that would be no. Just hopefully you did a good job and they'll want to give you a review. So I always try to give you guys some tips that maybe you're not aware of. So at Florida Realtors, it used to be called FAR, now it's FR, by the way. Did you guys know we have a tech hotline? And it's not just for the Florida Realtor website. They will help you with your personal computer. So they're not going to help you. I'm sorry, what was that? Somebody had a question or comment? So they will help you. It's not just, they won't help you create your website or anything like that, but they will help you with personal glitches with your computer, by the way. That's part of our membership. So have you guys, are you aware that whatever your local board is, a lot of us, is probably NEFAR. And then Florida Realtors and the National Association of Realtors, are you guys aware we have a gazillion benefits? And it's not just discounts on products. It's, you know, there are car rentals. There are, I know here in Jacksonville, we have a special discount for NEFAR members at Office Max and Office Depot because they're technically the same company now. It gives you a huge savings. But if you'll go to all these websites, your local board, whether you're here or Gainesville or Tallahassee or wherever, Florida Realtors and NAR, there's a whole section on member benefits. I keep seeing some comments pop up and let me see what else we got going on here. I'm trying to answer y'all's chats as we keep going. So yes, if we have a malfunction on a personal computer, the answer is yes. Again, like I said, they'll tell you if it's outside of their realm, but you'll have to give them permission to, get inside your computer like your Dell or your Apple or your other tech person would. But yes, for personal stuff too. They'll let you know what the limitations are. But yeah, just wanted to share that in case you didn't know. And again, just have your FREC license number, or this is what we call your NERDS number. We all have like a 9-digit number through NAR as a member. Mine starts with a 284, whatever. So just wanted to pass that along because I always try to share stuff that you may or may not know. Here's a pro tip since we're talking about reviews today. Has anybody ever thought about getting a review from the cooperating agent and the transaction? Assuming you guys worked well together, of course. And then what about the lender, or what about the repair vendors? Maybe it's your favorite electrician or your favorite home inspector. What about, I see some more comments, they're popping up again. Let me see if I can answer this for us. Oh, thanks. So I thought about this last week because, well, up until the closing of the new construction, we appreciate the home warranty guy and the site rep and all that. So, we were all thanking each other privately by text. So why not put that out there, right? Who says you have to get reviews just from your customers or clients, depending on if your transaction broker or agent? Yes, go ahead, Francis. Comment, question? Anyone else? So I'd love for somebody to try that. Let me know how it works next week when we meet again. So if you were on the call last week, we talked about creating your November goals. It's freaking November 4th. Hopefully you did that last week. However, if you weren't on the call before, I do want everybody, or I encourage, I can't tell you what to do, you run your own business. It's always a good idea to have your roadmap, right? We run our own business. Nobody's telling us we have to go to the office. Nobody told me I had to do this call today. I could have said, sorry, I'm with my family in Savannah for a couple of days. We're all there visiting from North Carolina. This was like a halfway point. So if you were on the call, and if not, then I would love for you to do that this week. Pardon me. Do your, create your November calendar. How many calls are you going to make a day, or contacts? As those of you know, I consider a contact truly if it's by personal message or text or whatnot, as long as it's an interactive exchange about real estate. So contact your sphere. Did anybody do that too? I know for sure somebody who's usually on these calls, she did because she sent me a copy of her mailing piece. She door knocked 100 homes in her neighborhood last week and reminded them about the time change that was yesterday. They were very nice. And then on the back, she talked about her, her experience and her qualifications as a realtor. Did anybody else do something like that? So some other ideas are, you guys know it's, people do the November Gratitude Month. So maybe you can do a mail out or door knocking in your neighborhood on that. Last week, I also talked about maybe you want to do a canned food drive in your neighborhood or the neighborhood that you're farming. Create a little flyer, door knock, say, hey, I'll be back next Saturday collecting canned goods for the food, the food shelter downtown or the homeless shelter at the beach or whatever your cause is. But maybe make it something, in your area, and then you'll go back the next week and pick everything up. And then the people that have donated, you're going to write them a handwritten thank you note and mail that. So now that's 3 contacts. And then obviously everybody that you are face to face with, whether they donate or not, they go into your database. So how about that, guys? The whole purpose of being in real estate is to continue to pull people into our world, because we never know where the referrals are going to come from. I have friends that don't use me, and I have Facebook friends that are my best fans. So you can't ever guarantee who's going to work with you. So the point is to be top of mind and work a group of people who are going to be your ambassadors. Anybody have any other ideas for getting in front of people for Thanksgiving or November or the fall? Any marketing ideas? So think about that. See what other agents are doing. Successes. Did anybody have a new contract or a new listing or a great open house in the past week that you want to share with us? Anyone? We're all on vacation? Well, I hope, go ahead. Well, I hope next week we have some successes, folks. So I believe it's Thursday, I am doing just a free webinar on, it's called the 19 Real Estate Success Secrets Revealed. And honestly, guys, it's the basics. It's talking about time blocking and talking about your database again and all the things that, if you're new or maybe you're just not aware of all those things you can do to create a successful business. And if you're a veteran, maybe it's that time of year like, oh my God, it's only 2 months left in the year. Nobody's buying and around the holidays, which is not true, by the way. I'm having my busiest month ever. So it's also just a way to get you back on track. So it's a free webinar. It's through Eventbrite. It's all over my Facebook if you want to find me on Facebook, or if you want to screenshot this page. It's free. I just want you to register so you'll have the link like this by Zoom. So just wanted to share that. It'll be about an hour. I think it's Thursday morning. And then I wrote a course called Successfully Selling New Construction. I've been presenting it for about 3 years. As a lunch and learn mostly. Question? May I have a question?
Check is the
So, I'm sorry, was there a question on here? I hear somebody. Okay, so I recently got it approved for 4 hours of CE, guys. So I'm gonna be presenting it, I'll show you the link in a minute, in Jacksonville. It's gonna be 2 days. We're gonna run it for 2 hours on a Thursday afternoon, and 2 hours the following Friday morning. And just remember that you have to attend all 4 sessions. So I see a lot of comments on here. New to real estate, learning a lot. Oh, thank you. And I'm not using your names unless you want me to. I'm just trying to be polite. You guys are putting a lot of comments. I appreciate that. Good. I see some activity going on. Great job, guys. I see some notes, some open houses. Great job, guys. Good stuff. Good stuff. So these 30-minute calls or 20, 30 minutes, these are always free, guys. Every Monday at 9:30. I don't care what company you work for. I don't care where you're located in the country. I'm really just doing these to help. Again, I own this real estate school. I also own a coaching company. If that's something you all want to talk about off camera, I'm not here to sell you, other than I'm here to offer my classes. So Successfully Selling New Construction, guys, bada bing. I am so excited that I wrote a course. DBPR approved it for 4 hours of CEs. So we're going to be presenting it. Here it is, like in 2 weeks. So Thursday the 14th from 1 to 3, and then November 14th the next morning from 9 to 11. The cost is $40. That's $10 a session. That includes, I believe we have somebody bringing breakfast the Friday morning. So remember, it goes by all the DBPR guidelines. It's 50-minute hours, so I promise you'll get a break at each session to answer your calls and stuff. You have got to attend both days, the entire 2 hours, to get your credit legally, because I have to keep attendance and all that jazz. But oh my gosh, guys, this is the best time to sell new construction with all the incentives. So that class is my baby. So that's then, and then if you're in Central Florida or a little further, or you're going to be, it's going to be part of an all-day training event on December 5th in Winter Park. So there's that link there. This again is $40. This is me and another certified trainer teaching you from like 8:30 to 4:30. So there's a little more of an investment in that. We have multiple vendors for that one. So it's also going to be a networking event. So I would encourage you to bring business cards. There's going to be prizes. There's going to be realtors that you can make connections with to share referrals with. Somebody said, can you sign up now for Successfully Selling? Yes, the answer is yes, of course. So I'm going to leave this on for a couple more seconds. You can screenshot it. Otherwise, it's posted already on my Facebook page. And the handle is at FLA Real Estate Coach. So at Florida Real Estate Coach. Or go Google Accredited Real Estate Institute on Facebook. There's a business page there. And I also have it as a Google My Business. So it's posted on both. or email me afterwards and I'll send you the direct link. But yes, we truly have limited seating. I think there's room in the classroom for about 25 people, and we already have people signed up. But I'd love to see you there. I love it because I've been on both sides. So I've tried to help you guys out, how to interact with the site agent, how to make sure that, you know, you get your person registered and they don't scam you out of your commission and all kinds of jazz. So cool stuff in that class. Moving right along, I'm not trying to be a salesperson, and I swear I have some more screens in here. But in any event, so we've been on here a little over 20 minutes. Oh, I love this, guys. We got a lot of attendees on here. I'm liking this. So does anybody have any questions or comments? I'm seeing some new faces on here today. Anybody have anything to add or questions or good stuff? Well, guys, thank you for starting your Monday morning, the first Monday of November with me. I'm again here in Savannah. I'm guessing most of you all are in Jacksonville. Oh, one more comment. Thank you. I'm not going to take up any more of your Monday. I want you guys to go out. I would love for everybody on here to work on their November plan. I would love for you to come back next Monday. And I don't care if you're just making a private comment like a lot of you are. Hey, I've got my November plan all written out. I'd love to see you in the new construction class. And if you guys are going to roll on your own this week, and I'm just looking forward to seeing you next Monday. So go be prosperous, guys. Thanks for joining me. Happy Monday.